Hello and welcome to round 9 here at Austria, the A1 ring. Oh, they call it the Red Bull Circuit now, don't they? But now I'd always call it the A1 ring, which is the original name was.
Welcome to the beautiful Styrian Mountains for another chapter in the story of the Austrian Grand Prix. It's a short lap here in Spielberg with just 10 corners, 7 rights and 3 lefts, making up the total distance of 2.6 miles. And expect to see a lot of cars running wide today, especially through the last corner, as the wet conditions make the cars skittish through the downhill sections. Joining me for the Grand Prix once again is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Lee. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
They've been avoiding mistakes and have had solid pace, so it's been a good season so far, but whether they can keep that up long term remains to be seen.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lee lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo and Hamilton, Norris, Perez, Sainz and Nico Rosberg, Vettel, Gasly, Esteban Ocon and Tsunoda, Giovinazzi, Alesi, Kimi Raikkonen and George Russell, Latifi, Mick Schumacher, Mazepin and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Actually, I'm going to underfuel my car because it's raining. It should be dry near enough at the end of the race, give or take.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down.
Well, I'm going to have to talk about yesterday's race. Sorry there was no commentary. I did a whole stint on the commentary as well. But I have to admit, Hamilton and Verstappen, final race next weekend, it's down to the wire. Whoever wins, wins. Hamilton could get his 8th world title, Verstappen could get his first ever. Yeah, apparently it was a controversial Saudi Arabia as well, so yeah, I've read the BBC Sports article, and I think Verstappen should have a 5-point deduction for slowing down and letting Hamilton hit the back of him. That's just me personally. Or he should have a penalty where he drops to the back of the grid next weekend because of unsportsmanship conduct. Right, I'm going to wait for the grid to form up and now I'm going to start talking.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Yeah, I'm surprised my engine didn't smoke, because by this time last season my engine was up in smoke. So, yeah. Engineer, fewer updates.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Fewer updates.
Copy.
Yeah, like I say, you should say engineer for your updates. It should actually work. But yeah, everyone else had a mare, but yeah, Leclerc is right behind me. Looking at the engine wear, it's not too bad. 75% should actually have a smoking engine. 62, 66, 66 is pretty good. 51 as well in the MGUH, ain't too shabby. And Energy Store and some sort of a CE, I forgot the CEs. That's not too bad. Try Electronics, that's what it is. Right, Ferrari are literally hounding me. But I'm not. I have to try and keep these tyres to last till the end, so I'm not going to just run round. But I'm also low on fuel, so that's another bonus.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
Right. Yeah, I was talking on yesterday's video about how Verstappen had a penalty for a gearbox change where Hamilton never did on the qualifying and in the practice programs. And yeah, so today is sorry about that. Today's literally been an entertaining race by the looks of it. Controversial but entertaining at the same time. But next weekend is going to be the weekend where we'll find out who's going to be the world champion. What really ruined the championship really is having Belgium and giving half points.
We're accumulating some wear on the MGUK. To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
I think my engine's smoking. I think my engine's beginning to smoke. This is not good. This is not good at all. Yeah, I'm going to pull away. Yeah, how's everyone's weekend been as well? Let me know in the comments below, because the weekend has been and gone and it's flew by. Tomorrow, can't believe tomorrow is, well, I'll say tomorrow, but today is Monday, because as I keep saying, I do these videos a day before. So yeah, Monday is amazing. So yeah, be a fascinating week.
Right, we have a very worn out MGUK. Our battery charge speed is suffering, and if it gets much worse, we could be forced to retire.
So we're expecting to retire, are we? No, we're not. So yeah, I can just cruise. I hope, like I say, it dries out on this Grand Prix so I can go on some soft tyres and actually see if my engine's actually smoking. It looks like it is.
Gap to teammate behind is 7.8 seconds.
I didn't ask about my teammate behind. That is weird. Jeff started talking about something I didn't even bring up. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, let's do some overtake down this back straight. And just cruise. So this is superb. I've got to save fuel. I'm saving fuel as I'm going, so yeah. I don't really know what to talk about, like I say, it's a strange one today because normally I have stuff to say. Yeah, I can talk about Chesterfield beating Salford City. Now that was a good FA Cup game. 2-0 to Chesterfield. who are in the conference or non-league, and Salford are in League 2, and 14 places, that's all there is in the table, 14 places between League 2 and the conference or non-league. And yeah, the FA Cup this weekend has been really, really good.
The rain is getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out.
Yeah, there's been a lot of upsets in the FA Cup so far, and Warsaw are one that's been done over by Swindon Town over on the Saturday. There was 1-0 down Warsaw, then they equalised, and then Swindon scored again, and yeah, they lost 2-1. Shrewsbury on the other hand, now they won, so I'm happy about that. So I'd say it's been really, really entertaining, the FA Cup has been. But I hope Shrewsbury get somebody decent for the third round, hopefully a championship or a very low Premier League team, because that would be kind of cool to see. Oh, pardon me, so yeah. But like I say, it's going to be interesting over the next couple. Well, next week's going to be interesting with Formula One. Over the next few weeks as well with the FA Cup. I know the FA Cup will be now January, and of course January's only round the corner, so you can't grumble. I've saved a lot of fuel. I'm saving more again. This is really, really interesting. Yeah, I'm hoping by Thursday. Oh yeah, I've got to order some more stuff for Christmas presents. So I need Thursday so all you can come round so I can order some stuff. But yeah, I can't believe it's only literally...
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah, I think it's about nearly a week and a half to go for Christmas, give or take. Yeah, starting. Yeah, it's literally 14 days. It's 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks, sorry. About 2.5 weeks to Christmas. Can't believe it. It soon flew around. Oh yeah, football tactics and glory. I started again, but this time I'm earning the trophies for the game. But I am going to be changing some of the footballers' names over. I don't know if I want proper footballers or the people I used to play football with on a Sunday, including schoolmates when I played for the school team.
Okay, the weather's certainly eased off for the time being, but we've still got a lot of standing water out there. We're happy for you to stay out on the Inters for now.
But yeah. FIFA is doing well again since I rebooted the career from world class to professional. World class was unplayable, so unrealistic, but I am looking to play a world class game, and I might do that with Paris Saint-Germain, since that is my favourite French team, and that's been my French team since 1998. So yeah, cannot grumble. It's been really amazing, and the back end wants to slide. No tyre wear really on the back end. Tyres look okay though, so they ain't turning red or nothing like yesterday's French Grand Prix. I ain't sure what's going on for the back end to do that. It could be because it's less standing water. But I'm unsure. But I'm in the green now. Which is a bit of overtake.
We're leading our teammate by 12.6 seconds.
It's good to see that Rosberg is, but teammate status.
Gap to teammate behind is 13.3 seconds. They're on old inters. They're in 9th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 16.9.
Well, this is in 9th, that's a bonus. But yeah, there's a lot of overtake. Because I can save a lot more during the wet. Yeah, this is superb. Yeah. I am looking forward, like I say, to the end of the week. So, like I say, I've got plans on Thursday. So Thursday's going to be a busy, busy day. But it's all good. Doing that. Right. It's not dry enough yet for dry tyres, but I can certainly see that the dry line is appearing. So, hard rumble. Like I say, I reckon about a lap or two I'll be pitting in for dries. I can see that happening. So, yeah. Brilliant. Right. Again, let's see, there's a dry line just still forming. So my back end wants to slide a little bit. But this is beautiful. At least I've got a dry race ahead. I reckon probably lap 12 I'll be pitting in for tyres. I'm in the green now for fuel. And I'm just chilling around the circuit. So it's not really hard to do. Just got it so okay. And accelerate again. Yeah, the dry track will be
The
here.
gap to the car behind is 7.7 seconds.
Right. Weather.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Weather report.
10 minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
I don't know. The Inters do seem pretty good, but I think the dry could be slightly better. They say 10 minutes. I reckon 3. So yeah. Looks like one. Right. There we go. This is really doing quite well. Yeah, like I say, this race, I don't actually know what to talk about because yesterday I had a whole good, like I say, a good stint. The reason I had no recording yesterday is because
ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there.
yeah, the reason there's no commentary on the Formula 1 race from yesterday is because I turned off the settings. I was expecting to do share play with Blazing Dragon, and it never actually happened. So of course, when I went back to do all my videos for yesterday, and like I say, I forgot to turn the racing one on. I only remembered after I did the race, and yeah, I wasn't too impressed. But like I say, this lap, I don't know, I want to risk it for a pit stop, but I'm not quick enough yet on the dries, I don't think. But this would be hilarious if I could do a say a 25% distance, 0 AI, and use all 5 compounds, so wet, intermediate, hard, medium and soft. Because I'd have to do a pit stop every lap. And then I would have to try and catch up the cars.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
So that'd be kind of a cool challenge to do. I know Ben did that. But I think he did it on a 50 or 100% lap Grand Prix. That was a good video, that was. And that was done last year, on last year's game, I believe. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that he doesn't bring back for every game, but Arva does. Arva does survive. He does last question marks. He does his career, his team, and yeah. Oh, pardon me, but it's interesting. It's interesting to see that Arva keeps his channel fresh. Where Ben does fresh, but he's not consistent like Arva. So yeah, the only thing that Ben's got over Arva at the moment is a co-op career mode. Ben and Alex Gillen, so they're doing that on Twitch, I believe, and then they put the videos down, you know, they edit the videos and then put it onto YouTube. But that would be a kind of an interesting thing to see for me, if I could have a teammate and do a co-op career mode, because that would be fun to do. Be entertaining to see, you know, we could drive with Williams or whatever team my teammate wants to drive as, and see how far we get. It would be kind of cool. So yeah, I guess that'd be really cool to see. But I gotta catch this car.
Turbocharger is on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
Turbocharger on its last legs, really. Yeah, 70% gearbox as well. So after Great Britain, I'm gonna just take all new components, I think. Or do I do?
At the moment, the car behind us is lapping faster than us by around 1 second per lap. Our gap behind is 9.5 seconds.
Right, so the Ferrari was catching me at a great rate and that, until I put overtake on. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, my power units. I might not take any new power units because there is literally 23 Grand Prix, and I'm on 9 out of 12, and I don't know. So obviously will be the 10th Grand Prix, and I've got 13 then to do. 13 Grand Prix after that. I don't think my power units should. Well, they should last because I've got all the upgrades coming on, but I want to try and get to at least round 11, 12 before I take power units and all new components. But I'll just have to see how the Grand Prix goes. At least in the wet, I'm not over exhausting all the power units and all the engine stuff. So that's a bonus, really. That is the wet Grand Prix. But Silverstone could be dry now. I've just got to boost, you know, I've got to boost down the road and everything else with overtake, and that's going to cause general wear and tear on top. So, pros and cons of racing with units that actually wear down.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
I wish I could have a random engine failure, because that would make the game more interesting. And that means then I would have to take at least grid drop sometime in the Grand, you know, in the calendar. But it don't happen on 25% distance. And like I say, I am very annoyed about that. So I want this to be as realistic as possible, but it can't be unless I have engine failures. So pros and cons to everything. But this race has been a very entertaining race for me. Just accelerating and win. But I'll be on Minecraft in the battle. Once I've done this Grand Prix, I'll be on Minecraft. That's going to be another kettle of fish. Because I want to build a bigger house. So
We're looking at some gearbox wear. Try to keep your number of shifts to a minimum.
So yeah, I'm going to have to plan a new house on Minecraft. Because Minecraft at the moment is really, really good. But I have got to get some villagers. But it's okay. Mind you though, me and Claire did stumble across a cave yesterday with glowberries in, and I like glowberries and I want to plant them around the area, giving off natural light and resources. So yeah, then I don't have to worry about using lanterns everywhere. Final lap, here we go. Right, I'm onto the final lap. And I lose the back end as I go over a curb. Ridiculous. So now, there we go. Underfloor damage now. I've got barge board damage. But yeah.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind.
I wasn't pulling out the gaps ahead. But I lapped Mick Schumacher, so that's the only car I actually lapped. I didn't expect to lap anybody really in this Grand Prix. I didn't expect it to be as... What happened then?
Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
What caused me to spin out then? Because I haven't got a clue. I don't remember hit the curb. I hit that curb and the curb spins me out. So I was there, and then all of a sudden the back end twitched. And I counteract, and no chance. So apparently I hit the curb. I don't
The
get that.
underbody's taken some damage. You may start to notice it.
Yeah, I keep spinning out and I don't know why. I've got traction control turned on. So, yeah. I haven't got a clue. Yeah, I know I could crash out and make it more realistic that way, but then again, I've had all race to do that, and literally on the last lap I spin out twice. That's just BS.
There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are no plans for a safety car right now.
Well, there we go. Race win.
Fantastic! You've won the Grand Prix.
A nearly flawless performance here then, and a commanding victory. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
It's a heroic effort for any driver to race in conditions like these, and seeing them fight their way to the front was very special indeed. They were able to find all the grip, all the good lines, and had the confidence to get on the power to top it all off. That's what pushed them into first place here today.
A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
I was expecting a dry race at the end and it still stayed wet. Disappointed.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Lee increases their championship lead. Some amazing talents out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, Lance Stroll would be my pick. He managed to keep a cool head today whilst pushing through the field.
Let's move on to the constructors. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
That was superb. Let's go to
Could
the
you take
events.
a look at this for us, please? The
Do you know what? I
department
will
wants me
take
to
light
pass
wheel
on their
rims.
thanks for helping us.
25 to 20k, yeah. I'll learn that cash back in a second. Let's go 3 days. Actually, that one can actually be taken off. That one can be taken off. Hold on, give me a second. Let's go 4 day sponsorship, 1 day promotion, sim racing, and I've got 2 days to do that. Right, let's renew sponsors. That's my energy drink, ain't it? Yep. Right, let's go and put these back on. Sponsorships, as always. There we go. There we go. Put that there. And then on the rear wing. Put that there. Right, yeah, that looks okay. So now 2 sponsorships aren't there. But it doesn't matter too much. Putting all them sponsors on the car anyway wouldn't do great. Right, what we got? Because I am, like I say, I'm trying to keep as much resource points up as well. Ready for next season, because if I actually end up having a engine reset, I could lose quite a lot of stuff. But let's have a look at durability. Literally, I cannot do that one. Okay, that's all durability done. That's all apart from this one. That's cheap, I'll take that. Right, anything on here I can do? I can do 2. I'll take that because it's cheap. Aero, I can't do anything, can I? I can with that, which is 20, which is cheap. Got them 2 to do. Do you know what? I'm gonna just leave all them to do, just in case they fail. Right. I'm going to end this here. I'm going to say thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications, and until the next one, I'll see you all later. Bye.